artist's work was a hit of the season at London's Serpentine Gallery. On view were his paintings, sculpture, rayographs, writings, and most important, his photographs. Man Ray, who was born Emanuel Radnitsky in Philadelphia in 1890, lived most of his life in Paris. He continually experimented, and his work defies classification. Julia Peyton-Jones, the director of the government-funded gallery, tells me much of Man Ray's work is in public domain today. As a result, advertising agencies are using it to promote products. His work is alive today as it was when he first did it.
In London, Man Ray images are used to advertise major products on the London Underground and huge billboard posters, so that it was quite clear to us that he was still seen to be part of the public interest and also discussion. And one of the interesting things about him is that he was a painter, he was a sculptor, he made objects, he was a photographer, he made films, manuscripts, and that he's an enormously diverse artist who played an enormous contribution to the art of the century.
How did you group the exhibition?
When I was organising the show, we have divided it, if you like, into portraits. There is a fashion section, and also photographs which include the violon d'angle, if you like, almost survey of some of the great images he ever made. In a way, Man Ray is beyond fashion, because fashion assumes a sort of limited period of interest, and with him that's not true.
He fled to Hollywood in 1940 to escape the Nazi occupation of Paris, but returned 11 years later.
Perhaps the photographs for which he is best known stem from that earlier period, the pre-Hollywood period. But he continued to make an enormous contribution. I mean, some of his wonderful objects he made, drawings and paintings, come from when he returned to Paris after Hollywood.
Is his talent as strong in the painting?
To Man Ray, it was critical. He used it when he couldn't, he wasn't able to explore or test out ideas in any other medium. He also considered it to be the most important medium he worked in. He played in his painting, if you like, in the same way he played in his photography or making of sculpture, so that it's a combination and juxtaposition of ideas. Because the thing about Man Ray is that he worked in all mediums concurrently. Everything interweaved one into another.
Tell me about the rayographs.
It is an extraordinary medium that he discovered, which is, in effect, the use of making a photograph without a camera. It is to do with exposing an object to light, and that is the print, in effect.
He could never stop experimenting.
No, he didn't. And for artists, it's that whole notion of being able to reinvent themselves throughout their careers is a huge challenge. And it's something that he did remarkably well.
That's Julia Peyton-Jones at the Serpentine Gallery.